Welcome to Waypoint Connect. We're talking about leadership, and it's my privilege to welcome Tiaan.
It's me.
Tiaan. Welcome to Waypoint Connect. Tiaan, we're talking about leadership.
Leadership,
And
sure.
practically speaking, with Tiaan, what is it like pastoring and leading a faith community?
What it is like. I have to say, it is an immense privilege. I think it is. You can speak with so many pastors, and I think most of them will tell you, it's sometimes it can be hard, and people are people, but I think in the end it is such a massive privilege. Just the fact, knowing that, God chooses to use you, I sit here and I'm thinking, sometimes I think, yes, but I'm nothing special. Like, why would God choose me? And that's just amazing how God works, He uses anyone, and even me, to work with people. And I think that in itself, I think is I think if I can say it in one word, I think it is an immense privilege, yeah.
And I love the fact that you touched on it, that it's kind of encouragement for somebody watching this to say that, but I can do it as well. But there needs to be something that sets you up for success. And there's a lot of things, but if you can just highlight one or two things, what would those one or two core things be that you focus on to make sure that you lead efficiently, lead effectively?
Well, it's actually funny that you say that, because this week was actually something that I learned the hard way, and that when I just got quiet and spent some time with God, He just kind of refocused me to focus on this, is to lead from your strengths. Lead from your strengths, because we can so easily focus on our weaknesses and getting better at our weaknesses, which we all can do, but not forgetting that your strength, you have a unique strength and you have a unique purpose that you bring that no one else brings when you're leading. And to always focus on operating in that. And then the second thing is, when it comes to your weaknesses, the stuff that you're not strong at, is to be honest and open about them with your team or the people to be honest about them. And odds are there are people in your team that are good at that, and those weaknesses, and they can actually complement your weaknesses. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things I've learned recently. I think that's, on my mind, is lead from your strength, and be honest and open about your weaknesses, and get people to help, bring people along with you. I think that's the type of leader that I would like to be, is someone that leads, almost from the back, so that comes a bit more naturally to me. But I think especially guys that are, walking ahead, they like the natural leaders, the guys that want to follow. I think sometimes it could be hard for them to, admit this is, that I can't do this, or I'm struggling with this. To be honest and open to the people that they're leading. And odds are there's someone just waiting to say, I can step in that gap, I can do that for you, Yeah.
That's awesome. So what you're saying is, lead from your strengths, focus on that kind of, you be the kind of leader that you were designed to be by God. Don't try and be somebody else.
Yeah.
And then that leadership is a team sport.
Yeah.
So use the team around you, get them to stand in the gap for you.
I like that, yeah.
Anything that you want to share with us in terms of what's coming up that you're excited about or want to explore a bit more?
I think, there's so many.
Don't make me nervous out there.
Especially looking at Waypoint, we've always done things a little differently, in the sense that, even me being in the role of pastoring, but actually if you look at our life group model, every single life group leader is actually a pastor. They actually who's the people when you're in your life group and you have to go to hospital, or someone needs to help you move, or you need someone to come and pray with you. You're not going to call me. You're going to call your life group leader, because he's your pastor.
Yeah.
He's the guy. So for us as he really is focusing on, and it's always been that. We haven't always done it successfully, but it's been a real focus now, is equipping people to be the church, and that's what it's about. Equipping people to live that leadership, that leading, to equip them to lead. I don't know who it was Andy or someone that said, leadership starts with leading yourself, then leading others, and then leading leaders. That's the kind of the steps in leadership. And I really believe that's where we are now, is to start leading leaders to really reach people and reach them. That really excites me. That's why I'm so passionate about groups, because I really believe that's how the church, I'm not talking just Waypoint, but the church of Jesus is going to grow, is through groups, and that directly linked to how do we equip our leaders, how do we invest in them to lead as well as the best they can,
And for a life group leader that's listening to this, again, there's a heads up, and for them to understand, your purpose isn't to take people through material. It's not to get a group together one evening a week. It's there to lead people. So they taking that second step of leadership after leading self is leading others. And then you in that space where how can I help this leader lead more effectively?
I mean, to give you an example, I mean, I'm currently associated with a few groups, and I'm not the leader in all of those groups. I have people leading me in that group, and that's, I mean, which is amazing actually, and that we've actually found I've found that's been really awesome, is being a follower. and experiencing group from that perspective has really opened my eyes towards how crucial it is to equip leaders and equip people to do, not to just do something, but to do what God has put on their heart, to do. And I know you guys have talked a few weeks back, about Jesus's the Great Commission of making disciples. What is that other than making disciples? It's to lead people. I think that's doing the Great Commission, and that's awesome. I like that.
Tiaan, we're excited about you as a leader, you growing in leadership and leading this faith community. Thank you for that, and thank you for being with us on Waypoint Connect.
Thank you for being a part of our team, Dirk.
I'm really glad that you tuned in, and I'm sure that through what Tiaan has shared, it's given you a fresh perspective on leadership, your role in leadership. And if you want to get involved, reach out, chat to Tiaan, and he'll help you lead that group that God has got you earmarked for stewarding and really growing people in their relationship with Him. We've got no excuses anymore. The challenge has been put out there. The question simply is, are we going to take that challenge up or ignore it? So I hope you're going to take it up, and you've got somebody like Tiaan backing you and making sure that you're successful in that endeavor. So Tiaan, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed our session together, and remember, have a great week.
Bye.